And welcome to Faith Feature. My guest today is Pastor Conroy Lewis from Grace Baptist Church in Syracuse. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how your church, how your community is doing right now. We've gone through a couple of months of this pandemic. We're slowly trying to transition back. Everyone is starting to get a little impatient, some a little bit more than others. How are your folks in your church and in your community doing right now? What things are you seeing?
Well, especially with our church, everybody is just ready to get back together. I see every church has a personality, and so the personality that our church has is that we just love each other. We are a family. And so when you've been apart from each other for so long, everybody just misses each other. And, we just wish we could, get to hug each other. And so that's what we're waiting for. So every Sunday, people are like, Pastor, when can we get back? When can we get back? So that's what everybody's just dying to get back together so we can worship the Lord together and encourage each other. And so no doubt it's been tough. It's been hard, especially for our older members, and so everybody's just like, let's see how soon we can get back, so we can fellowship together again.
One of the things that I had surmised during this whole thing is that we would be so thankful when we got back together. We would not take church for granted like we did before. That Sunday that we might think, I'm just going to sleep in. I don't feel like going. Or something else come up and say, maybe. Probably because we always had that thing that church would always be there. But after this experience, I have got to think that Christians would make church a priority, especially those that have missed that fellowship. And like you, a loving church, really need that connection and miss it.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing, that there may be some people who are like, we just probably just get used to this whole thing of well, I don't have to get dressed anymore. I can just I can wake up and turn my Facebook on and we can just worship together. But it's interesting that while we were shut down, we went through a whole series of why it's important for us to continue gathering together. So so that once this is all over, that there should be a time when we said, okay, hey, we need to get back together because we need each other. And yeah, it's kind of strange to think about it the way you put it, that last Sunday when we came together, that was the last time I got to hug and shake hands and really greet people and everything. And we never really thought about it. But as we've gone through this time, it's like, wow, we need to get back so we can really start encouraging each other again. We do the best we can, while we're apart, but we really do need to get back to doing this. And we're encouraging people, don't get too comfortable at home. Let's come on back as soon as the doors are open, so we can worship together.
And as a friendly reminder, please do not show up in your PJs.
Right. And at this point, it's like, what? We just want you here. But hey, sometimes there are some people, you gotta, you need that disclaimer.
Come as you are. Come as you are, taken to a whole new level post coronavirus, and certainly it has been a long journey with us. You and many pastors like you have been trying desperately to give people hope in the journey. As you stand right now, what hope are you seeing, and what is the Lord encouraging you with right now?
Well, first of all, we think about the fact that there are people, as I said before, who are just lonely. And, I spoke to a widow just last week, just lost her husband. in one of our nursing homes here in the city, and she's burdened with the fact that it's been, first of all, she hasn't gotten a chance to see her husband in so long, just because of the restrictions that were placed on the nursing homes, and then the fact that he just passed away. It just and being at home alone, it just intensifies the loneliness that she's facing, and others who are just dealing with depression and things like that. So what we've been trying to do is just remind our church family that we have a God who's still on the throne. He's still in control. He has not forgotten us. And I think of families like yours and mine, where our kids have been at home all these weeks, and they're like, wow, let us out, and it's been tough, it's been hard, and so we're just trying to bring the comfort from the scriptures that we still serve a God who is in control. He hears the cries of our hearts. He sees the pain that we're in, and he hears us, and so it's comforting when we can turn our eyes to him and find comfort from the scriptures. And so that's what we've been trying to do. I had our teens and our kids send cards to some of the older people, just to let them know that we're thinking about them, praying for them, and doing things like that to bring hope and joy, to keep hope alive. That's the thing. We want to do whatever we can. I think about those who are living in poverty. Like, what are they doing? How are they surviving? How can our church come alongside those people in our community and be a blessing to them? And so, we're trying to see whatever we can continue doing. So we've been in touch with some of the staff in the district here, and trying to see what we can do and how we can continue to be a blessing. So that's what we've been doing.
We appreciate the update very much, and thank you for all that you and your congregation have done, not only to be the hands and feet of Jesus, but to give people hope in the journey in this time. And I know that you guys will really cherish that fellowship when it's able to be fully restored with your congregation. Pastor Conroy Lewis at Grace Baptist in Syracuse, thank you so much for joining us on Faith Feature.
Thank you so much for the good work you guys are doing there as well. God bless you.